The internet is much darker than most people realize, because every time you open a website, watch a video, or log into your bank account, there is a silent gatekeeper watching everything. Not a hacker, not a spy, but a company that controls more than 1/4 of the entire internet, a company called Cloudflare. And today, we're revealing the side of Cloudflare the public almost never hears about. Cloudflare is known as a security company, but what it really controls is the flow of information across the entire web. Whenever you visit a website protected by Cloudflare, and there are millions of them, your request is routed through Cloudflare first. That means Cloudflare sees everything: your IP, your location, the pages you open, the device you're using, and how long you stay on a site. Cloudflare has become the invisible bridge connecting users to websites, and that invisible position gives it more power than most governments. Behind the scenes, Cloudflare fights a non-stop war against the dark side of the internet. Every second, it blocks cyber attacks that the public never hears about. Botnets, ransomware attempts, data breaches, state-sponsored hackers, and even attacks coming from entire countries. Cloudflare sees digital wars long before they make headlines. To the average person, the internet appears calm and safe. But beneath the surface, Cloudflare is fighting off millions of attacks every single day. Attacks that could destroy businesses, leak sensitive data, or crash parts of the internet if they ever broke through. But the story gets darker. In 2019, Cloudflare almost vanished from the internet, not because of a hacker, but because of a single line of faulty code. In minutes, major websites across the world went down. Banking apps stopped responding. Online stores crashed. People thought the internet was under attack, but the truth was even more shocking. One small mistake inside Cloudflare's system disrupted nearly 15% of global internet traffic. Cloudflare engineers raced against time. They knew that if they failed, the outage could spread across the entire digital world. After 30 intense minutes, they fixed the glitch, but that moment proved one thing: Cloudflare is holding up a huge part of the internet, and if it ever falls, everything falls with it. Now here's where the controversy begins. Cloudflare protects everyone who pays for protection, and that includes websites involved in extremely harmful activities. Over the years, Cloudflare has been criticized for keeping extremist communities online, shielding cybercriminal forums, and offering protection to groups accused of causing real-world damage. Cloudflare's response is always the same: we do not decide who gets to stay online. If we start choosing, the internet becomes a dictatorship. Some people agree. Others say Cloudflare is giving dangerous websites a shield to hide behind. This debate has followed Cloudflare for years, raising an uncomfortable question: who should control what stays online and what gets erased? But Cloudflare's real power goes deeper. If Cloudflare removes protection from a website, that website becomes instantly vulnerable to attacks. If Cloudflare labels a site as suspicious, other networks around the world might automatically block it. In this way, Cloudflare doesn't just defend the internet, it quietly controls it. One cybersecurity expert once said, if Cloudflare ever decides to turn off the wrong switch, parts of the internet would disappear instantly. It sounds dramatic, but it's true. As Cloudflare grows, its influence grows with it. The company is now building AI systems that monitor attacks in real time. They can predict which countries will launch cyber attacks next, what new malware is evolving, and which industries are being targeted. Cloudflare holds one of the world's largest maps of cyber warfare, a live dashboard showing the digital battles happening every second. And if the wrong hands ever gained access to that information, the consequences would be unimaginable, because whoever controls Cloudflare controls the shield that protects the internet. Cloudflare is both a hero and a warning. It protects millions of websites from danger, but it also sees everything. It keeps the internet stable, but it also holds the power to bring it down. It shields the innocent and sometimes the dangerous. Cloudflare is the guardian of the internet we rely on, but also the gatekeeper of a system we don't fully understand. The truth is simple. The internet isn't as open, free, or independent as it seems. And behind the websites we use every day, there's a silent giant watching, filtering, defending, and controlling more than anyone ever imagined. This is the dark side of the internet, and Cloudflare sits right at the center of it.